as the world that we are part of becomes more and more complex, it becomes more and more difficult to find people who want to work in the service industry. The competition is getting much, much tougher everywhere we go. It's becoming more and more difficult to create engaging environments where people actually enjoy working. And the more complex a world that we're going to be part of, the more there is a need for this kind of training. And that, of course, creates a rather toxic environment to work in, with everybody being innocent, but nobody taking responsibility for anything. So Grow Leadership has two aspects, in my opinion. There's sort of an on-the-surface thing, and then there's something going on below the surface. So above the surface, it's basically a leadership development course that is all about how we implement the principles of the service profit chain. And so that's about certain skills, it's about situational leadership, motivation, understanding how human beings function, how do we build our teams and all of that. Underneath that surface, for me, which is maybe a more important aspect of this course, is it is also about personal development. And it is really, at the end of the day, more about personal development than it is about the actual skill set.
And we create victims around us, and if we're really skillful, then first we give them shit here, and then we say, yeah, but don't be unhappy, and you come here, and let me fix it, and now I'm going to show you how it's going to be. So we can play just the two of us.
As a leader, what we see is you start shifting perspectives. You are actually growing from a perspective point of view. You start developing a more nuanced way of looking at your own situation and looking at the situation that you're part of. And then you suddenly realize that you have some little handles that you can start turning and that you can achieve results in much more subtle ways than just trying to sort of bully your way through the system. So that's, for me, what is the essence of what this is all about.
When somebody comes to me in a victim role, I'm not going to be their hero. I'm going to ask them, what are you going to do about it?
There are sort of four ingredients in this, and that is that it's over time. So we don't believe, or I personally don't believe in the 1 or 2 day leadership course. I think you can learn certain skills in a day or two, but you don't go into some kind of transformational development in 1 or 2 days. So you need time. And the other thing that other people do that as well, but that we focus a lot on, is this aspect of action learning. There is a direct link between what we're actually working on at the course and what you go home and do in your shop in the next day. And then we have a really sort of, I'd almost say, hardcore religious focus on reflection. So this word reflection keeps on coming up. So we ask people to reflect throughout the course days, make little notes in their books, but we also ask people to actually complete a reflection, a logbook we call it, and send it in every week. So what has actually been going on in your world, and what are you learning week to week?
Just take 10 minutes to think about this last bit that I added to the puzzle.
So what motivates you to do this course over and over again?
So for me, it is this, you get this bunch of people. So I typically have 18, 20 people on a course. And on the first day, it's like all difficult and tricky, and we don't know how we're going to do this. And then we move through this process, and in that process, we get closer to each other, and then I see them growing. They're like flowers. They suddenly start unfolding, and they start having these aha experiences, and they write me little emails and say, do you know what I suddenly realized? This is what's going on. It's not what I thought it was. It's all about this. I need to change my approach to this. And I just go, hallelujah, this is what, and this makes me tick. This is petrol in my life when I see that. It's all about this growth of the individual, and that it's a transformational thing, and for me, it gives me a hell of a kick every time. I don't think I'll ever get tired of that.
What are you going to do about it?